65-year-old Childress confronting and getting into a physical dust-up with the 26-year-old Busch. For exactly what went down and how, now we have with us Marty Smith from the track. And Marty, in the absence of Larry Merchant, we turn to you. What can you tell us?
Oh, you're funny. Okay, here's the deal. As you discussed there, Busch got into Coulter on the cool-down lap. Basically, that's NASCAR driver code for, hey, brother, I see you, I'm here, and I do not like what you just did. So, in the aftermath, from what I'm told by many sources who are in and around the track today, this Childress-Busch drama goes way back. There was a time a few years back when they were wrecking a lot of cars unnecessarily, and at that point, Childress told Busch personally, look, let's calm this down. If we continue tearing up these cars, I'm going to take care of it myself. And it seems he lived up to his word today. And from what sources tell me after the race, he took off his wristwatch, walked up to Busch, got him in the headlock, and went to beating on him. Just went to beating on his head. And from there, there are all manner of crazy rumors about Busch's reaction. I won't get into that because I haven't confirmed any of them. But I did try to talk to both sides today. Neither side had comment. I spoke with NASCAR as well, and they are looking into the matter, but they have no further comment from there at this time. Here's the bottom line on this, John. This is just old school. This is Richard Childress protecting his territory. It happens all the time. You know, I was watching the 30 for 30 today on Reggie Miller versus the Knicks. Those guys were in fights all the time. Why? They were protecting their turf. And I think that's what we see here. And one other note, don't forget, after the Darlington race a couple of weeks ago, Kevin Harvick went after Kyle Busch, and that put them both on probation for a month. I don't think, in speaking with NASCAR, that this will affect Busch's probation. I think at this point it's about Richard Childress.
Yeah, let's go back to the Darlington thing, though, because, you know, at what point this thing bubbles up. It was there just, you know, earlier this month. They're on probation because of this. Why is it guys can't let this go? I mean, why does this continue to be a problem, not just with him? Everybody seems to have a guy that they've got some trouble with, that this just flares up. And it seems to me at some point, for the betterment of the sport, or the betterment of just your career, that the guys got to learn to live with each other.
Well, here's the deal. The bottom line on Busch versus Childress, again, this goes way back, and there is absolutely no question. There is no love lost between Kevin Harvick, who drives the number 29 car, and Kyle Busch, who drives the number 18. They flat don't like each other, and they both say it publicly all the time. They have no problem saying that. So there's already that schism. There's already that situation between those two bubbling and boiling and whatnot. And they're going to race one another hard but clean. But and NASCAR, as a result of Darlington, is watching them very closely just in case they do get together in the future. But this particular situation that happened today is completely separate. This is Kyle Busch racing hard with a kid who's trying to make it, and he gives him this love tap to let him know, look, I don't like what you just did to me. And it's a team owner who owns this equipment. Richard Childress owns Joey Coulter's truck. He doesn't want someone banging into it unnecessarily where guys have to put in hours to fix it.
Okay, and before we go, you touched on NASCAR's response here. You know, what are they doing trying to get to the bottom of this and diffusing it?
Well, I'm sure they'll meet with both of the individuals. I'm sure that they'll have them both in a meeting together. They'll try to hash it out verbally. And recently those meetings have been interesting, I can tell you that, in other altercations. So they'll try to hash it out verbally together and try to move forward from there. Again, I don't think this is about Kyle Busch. I don't think NASCAR is going to do a thing to Kyle Busch in this instance. What he did after the race happens all the time. But I think they're going to definitely discuss it with Richard Childress.
All right. Well, Marty, we'll let you make a few calls. And if you want to, whether it's tonight or tomorrow, get back to us with your official scorecard on this bout. Let us know. We appreciate your time. Enjoy, hopefully, just racing tomorrow.
You got it. Have a great evening, guys.
Sprint Cup racing tomorrow in Kansas Motor Speedway. Yes, that's what's happening on the track.